So here, yeah, in last video we had completed till here 13 colonies in America came together and declared the independence, right? Now, so they have declared, they have made the document. In the document it is written, it is a natural right, liberty, equality, fraternity. Now, from here, the conflict between the colonies and the British Army continued for some time. Okay, what it means? There was a conflict between the British people, British Army, continued for some time, resulting into the several battles after the colonies declare independence. Okay, so there was a conflict started between the colonies and the British Army for some time, and how this uh, conflict has started because because of declaration of independence. When the 13 colonies have, have had declared that there will be a independence from this date, so British people were very angry, and there was a conflict was started for some time between the British people and between the American people. So finally at Saratoga, the colonies get a decisive victory. Finally at Saratoga, this is the area the colonies get decisive victory over the British Army. If I talk about here, where is Saratoga? Saratoga is here. Savannah. No, it is not here. So here it is explaining in this area, the Saratoga, the colonies get the victories over the British Army. There was a conflict, was battles was there, and at this place, the American people, which are the colonies, they get the victory from the British Army, and this victory proved to be the turning point for the colonies and this victory, because they had already been against the British, and because of this they it is the turning point for the colonies as the French agreed to support to their conflict with the British, and because of that, when the American people got the victories against the British, so France are also started supporting the British people, sorry, the American people. So eventually in 1779, okay, eventually in 1779, Spain also joined the colonies in their struggle for independence. Okay, eventually in 1779, the Spain also joined the colonies in their struggle for independence. Okay, eventually in 1779 there was Spain. Spain also joined the colonies in their struggle forward. Spain also joined the colony in their struggle for independence. Okay, so first America win against the British, then France joined them, then after that the Spain also have the American people. On 7 October 1780, George Washington defeated the British Army. So 1780 on 7th October, so George Washington is a president of that country. He defeated the British Army. And on 19 October, the British general, the Lord Cornwallis, surrendered and America became independent. So we can say that on 1780, 19 October, the American got independence. American got the independence. How they got the independence? Because support of France and Spain. Okay. The American Revolt for Independence is also known as the American Revolution. Okay, when American has fight against for independence, and it is also called American Revolt. They are revolting against the British, and it was a war tantamount to Americans, and it was a war tantamount to the Americans fighting one's own skin to get back their independence. American proved the world that subjects have a right to fight the ruler who deny them their natural rights, and it is said that the state without the king is a phenomena and which is a gift to the world from America. Okay, so we can say that the American people, this 13 colonies have came together and they had fight against the British people, and they won also. And on 19 October, and slowly the France has also supported them, Spain also supported them, and they get independent. And it is a very difficult for them, because American people not only fighting with the British people, they are also fighting with their own king. So in this world, the world people get understood that without king also a country can run. Okay. And then Canada, a country adjacent to America. Okay. Canada is a country which is near America, was acquired by the British by the Paris of Treaty in 1763. So there is a area in uh, Canada area which is near to American country. So that is also captured by the British people by the treaty in 1763. And later the British accorded the status of a federal state to Canada and established the bicameral parliament. And they had also appointed the Governor General in Canada. So in short, we can say that uh, they also captured the America British people, and they also captured the Canada, and they have put the Governor General over there. Okay. So till now we have understood in the American people got the independent like this. Okay. Now we will see the Australia and the New Zealand. Clear? Australia and the New Zealand. Okay. In the 18th century, Australia everyone is aware about. Australian cricket team is very nice. New Zealand, New Zealand, this rugby team, they are the very famous in the world. Okay. How? So let's see how this is also European people have captured or not in this area. In the 18th century, which means 1700, the first colony of the prisoner deported from England was established in Australia. So here again we can say in 1700 there was a prisoner was established by the British people in Australia. Later in the 19th century, other regions in Australia were colonized. So British people were very smart. They have made a jail in Australia, and okay, the prisoner deported from England was established in Australia. So here we can say in 18th century the first colony of the prisoner, okay, deported from England was established in Australia. And later in the 19th century the other region also captured in by the British. The British also established their colonies in the island of Tasmania and New Zealand. Okay, so we can say that in Australia the British people are deporting the prisoner. Prisoner means jailer, a criminal people. They are deporting. They are deporting the deporting a prisoner from England, and then they establish a colonies over there. Okay, and later in the 19th century, other region of Australia also captured. Clear? The British also established their colonies in the island of Tasmania and New Zealand. So British also captured the Tasmania area and also New Zealand. Okay. In the year 1900, the island of Tasmania was included, and the Republic of Australia was created an integral nation of the British Empire. Then British Empire was captured the Tasmania area, and they included the Republic also. In short, I can say that the British people have had they established the colonies from 18th century, and a bicameral parliament was established, the same parliament which was established in Canada. So they also established the same bicameral parliament, which means Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Clear? In India, and a governor general also appointed in Australia by the British king. So by the British king, they have appointed one governor general and the governor general by the British king. The vice regal representative. The only European immigrants were allowed to enter Australia. Okay. So here the rules are there. only European people is only allowed to enter in Australia. No Asian people can enter in Australia. Only European people. In 1907, the New Zealand was accorded the status of an autonomous state, state integral to the British Empire. So in 1907, so the New Zealand was accorded. Accorded means they have made a agreement, and in that agreement it is written that New Zealand is a autonomous autonomous state integral to the British Empire. Okay, the European settler in New Zealand adopted the democratic system administration. So whichever European people have settled there, they have democratic system was running in New Zealand. The measures of public welfare, such as the common right to vote, public railways, fire accident pension, compensation, who got injured and died, etc., implemented in New Zealand long before 1900 Common Era, and only European immigrants were allowed to settle down in New Zealand. I can say that the British people have captured the Australia and New Zealand, and they are putting too much restriction. They have built also something, and the main thing of this Australia and New Zealand, only European people are allowed to go. No other people are allowed to go or enter in this area. Okay. Now the Asia. Asia. If I talk about Asia, where we are living, India is a part of Asia. Japan, China, and many other countries. To protect their colonies in India from other colonists, European nations, and to boost their trade in India and neighboring region were the main objective of the British rule. So British people were very smart. Okay. So if I talk about Asia, if I talk about India, so British people wants they had captured the India, and they want to protect protect their colonies from other European nation. Like for example, Britisher had occupied the land in India, and they don't want other European rulers can capture the India again. Like for example, Spain and France. Okay, so they are capturing the nearby area. Like for example, they have captured the India, so they will capture Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Nepal. Why? Because so the other country cannot step in the India. So like this, clear? So let's start with the Myanmar. Myanmar is a part of Myanmar is also nearby nearby neighbor countries of the India. Okay, Myanmar is India's neighboring country on its northeast boundary. Okay, northeast. So we can say, where is Myanmar? Myanmar is nearby Assam, northeast boundary, and earlier it was known as Burma. Okay, Brahmadesh. So earlier time it was known as Brahmadesh, Burma. The British wanted to establish their control in Burma because it was rich natural wealth and was also a potential market. So British people wants to capture the occupied the land of Burma because there was a natural wealth was there, and also they have seen the potential market. The royal dynasty of Myanmar had successful consolidated the country under their rule. So there was a royal dynasty which was the king was ruling over there very successfully way, and it is also conquered. It is also conquered Manipur. Okay, and Myanmar people were also there was a king was there, and they also captured the Manipur area. Later they attack Assam. Later, so this Myanmar people have attacked Assam because they need to capture Assam also. The British were alerted by the Burmese attack, and British people are aware like this Myanmar people are attacks, and hence and because of this, hence the Lord Amstem, the Governor General of India, declared a war against the Myanmar, and it continued for 2 years. So in short, I can say there was a natural wealth in Burma, which means Myanmar. So British people decided we are going to capture the Myanmar area, and then British people have saw the Burma are attacking Manipur also and Assam, and then they declare a war against the Myanmar. The war continued for 2 years, and it is known as the First Anglo-Burmese War. So the first war It is known as the Anglo-Burmese War. The British Navy conquered the part of Rangoon, which means Yangon, in this war. So British people have captured some part of the Myanmar in this war, and it is ended with a treaty between the British and the Burmese king. So the first war which happened between the Myanmar and British won and British captured area, and then they had made a treaty. Okay, Burmese they have made a treaty. Manipur was returned to the British, and Manipur area was given to the British people, and which was before it was controlled under the Myanmar king, but they had given to the British. The coastal region, the forest, and the mines there came under the British, and then slowly they have captured the forest also, the mines also, and the coastal area. The British collected a large sum of compensation against military expense from Myanmar. So British people are collecting the compensation from the Myanmar because they are giving the military expense. They also appointed their resident in Inva. So British people have appointed the resident in Inva, also known as Ava, the capital of Myanmar at that time. Okay, the second Anglo-Burmese war. The war was happened for 2 years. Then second war started, was fought during the Lord Dalhousie time, and two British individuals staying in Burma were asked to pay a fine by the Burmese administration, and this minor incident were used pretext by the Dalhousie to plan an attack on Myanmar. So in the Second World War, what happened? The second Anglo-Burmese war, this Myanmar and British war. So there was two British officers were staying, and they had forced to pay the fine, and because of that, the Lord Dalhousie decided we will attack Myanmar again. Okay, I am stopping here, and then we will learn more things from here next time. Clear?